We live. We is live.
Yeah.
Yo,
What's going down? What's going on? What's going on?
war as usual.
Hell
Another
yeah.
Tuesday in the trenches.
In the motherfucking trenches.
In the trenches. Let
Yeah,
me put the
belly of the
StreamYard
beast.
link. You ain't lying. Let me put
Oh,
the StreamYard link in here.
bad. Hey, shalom. Just art and paint. See you up here, right? Bright and early. Most sign Christ, the water
Okay,
for hopping on. Every Tuesday we go down, you know what I mean? I know it'd be late for most, but depending on the time zone, it's bright and early.
for sure. So yeah, um, we can get right into it.
Got to.
Um, so couple things. First thing, we could jump into this Tory Lanez thing. You know what? When the Tory Lanez situation happened, I'm not gonna lie. Um, when the Tory Lanez situation happened, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I didn't really talk about it, but I followed the entire case. So they had a this lady on Instagram. I think her name was Milagro. That's also a liquor too, but her name was Milagro, and she was doing like a blow by blow. She was in there just doing a blow by blow of what was happening during the court case. So for everybody that wasn't able to be in there, like, and I mean, she had it detailed. I mean, she was like she's just a regular, like, she ain't no stenographer or nothing like that. She's just a regular black woman that was, on the side of Tory Lanez and basically just breaking down everything that was being said. And so I was following that, and I'm gonna be honest, I always maintained that I don't think that Tory Lanez shot her. I don't think
I,
so.
Now I remember when it was early in the case. You was a huge advocate for that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you stayed on your position on as far as because everybody was on Megan, but now more facts is coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to shout you out on that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is because it's a I don't even know what the syndrome is. And we might have to categorize it. I don't even want to look up in the psychology book to see what it is, but they need to study this. And what that is when women cry, logic goes out the window. Even for our judicial system, for some reason. When a woman cries, and it's like they don't want to put together the pieces of the puzzle. Now, again, I wasn't there, so this is all just me just listening to the case and what was said during the case. It just didn't make no sense to me, right? So just to kind of briefly go over the thing, one of the reasons that I maintain he didn't do it is because, number one, if you was following during the time when it happened, and then she was on live when she first came on, she wasn't saying that he had did it. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't saying that. But eventually, after a certain time, it's like she was under pressure to say that he had shot her, right? But realistically, everything was pointing towards he didn't. And even him himself made a whole, I think it was like 20 tracks on his album talking about how he didn't shoot her. So again, people say a lot of stuff in their music, but I just feel like if you really felt like you did, I don't think you would have went that far to put yourself out there to be like. And if you listen to that last album that he did, it was fire though. He had some bangers on there. But if you listen to it, that whole track list is basically a "I didn't do it" campaign.
What
You
his
know what I'm
most
saying?
recent joint?
Not the one he dropped from prison,
Oh, okay,
which
okay.
I have yet to check out, but the one
Yeah.
prior to him, after the situation happened and she started saying he had shot her, he dropped that a whole tape. They had he did
I think I
videos to it.
remember. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That shit was
Yeah,
hard too. He had some
it
bangers on
was.
that joint.
It
Yeah,
was.
that shit was hard as hell.
But yo,
I do want to shout out Itazab in the building with his
what up?
red. You know what I mean? Yeah, Zay.
What's going on?
Shit, right on time, my nigga. We just started with the Tory Lane joint.
Yeah.
My rib
Um,
has something to say.
we can't really hear y'all.
You can't hear it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little staticky.
you just said Rihanna told you not to waste your words right now?
Nah, but Tory's definitely
Yeah,
he know
Can y'all
music
hear
for
me?
sure though. Like when it comes to music, he be doing his thing. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. I was just asking, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I sounds
Is it
clear
better or
now.
is it
Yeah, it
okay?
sounds
But it's
way
not
much
perfect.
clearer.
Huh? It's not great.
Yeah, it's too wild.
Go ahead.
yeah,
No, I had just mentioned that I was just tired of hearing about the the Tory Lane and Megan situation. I feel like it's like an ongoing thing. Like it's always something new. Like
Facts.
it never gets fully handled or situated. It's just like a hamster wheel.
Yeah,
Hmm.
man.
yeah, and
Well,
that's what I was saying. Like before y'all came on, because I followed the case from the top to the bottom, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I mean, they, I don't know. I just when you put it together, I just feel like based on the evidence and based on the stuff they were saying, it just looked like it was foul play involved. I think they got drunk and emotions got involved, and I think her friend shot her, and I think they both put the blame on Tory, and that's just
Right.
where I stand on it. You know what I mean? Because I could see that happening. Like I was watching Joe Budden and then was talking about it too, because I played a video of the bodyguard and what he said happened, but just putting two and two together. I mean, what's more likely? And this is what they was talking about on Joe Budden's podcast. But so Tory is basically sleeping with two women. He at Kylie Jenner house with the possibility of being with all three of them at some point. I'm assuming that's probably what's going to be the plan, right? So if he get caught cheating, what would make him, with the money that he has? I'm just asking the question. What's more likely, him being so mad? Because I remember they said that because remember the whole Yosemite Sam thing they had him doing. She said that he got out the car, got at her, and was like, "Dance, bitch, dance." I don't know where she got that from some old 1920 I don't know, some old 1920s movies. But yo, so what's more likely? Like he's so upset that she said that she told him that she sold more to him or she was more popular than him. So he got so upset that he grabs another woman's gun to shoot her and to shoot at her because of what she said. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. But what I do believe is that she found out. They all found out at the same time that he was messing with both of them. Them emotions ran high, and the women got to fighting. And we all know, like, I don't know if y'all ever been in the midst of that, but when two women start fighting, it's like two Tasmanian devils. It's hard to get in between them because they don't. All logic goes out the window. Once emotion take over logic, they don't care. You telling them to stop, calm down, all the proper words you can use to tell them to stop fighting, it's not gonna work. It's just they just gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? You literally got to get between them and put your hands, but you really got to do that. So I think she got mad and shot her. At the end of the day, they both was crazy drunk, probably high out their mind. And I don't think, from Megan's standpoint, I don't think she remembers. I don't think she necessarily remembers what happened, but I think her friend, I think her name is Kelsey or whatever. I think that's her name, but her friend, I think she remembered. She also dropped a diss track called "Who Shot You." So I don't know. We want to keep looking over that part. And she dropped a diss track called "Who Shot You." And in the track, she says, "Do your record label know who really shot you?"
God damn. Hold on. Do we have proof?
It's on there. I don't want to play it because we're gonna get shut down. I don't want to play it. But if you want to hear it, go and look it up. It's called
Who shot you?
I'm about to tell you. Nah, it's called something else, like busting shots or something like that. But so she dropped the diss track. This was right in the heat of everything. And basically in the thing, she said, "Who shot you?" You know what I'm saying? It's called Busting Back. That's what it's called. So she dropped that, saying, "Who shot you?"
It's a diss track to Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, this was during the whole thing. She tried to play it off like, "Why didn't you tell everybody I didn't shoot you? So since you didn't tell everybody that I didn't shoot you, I'm gonna make a diss track to you." I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Because in the thing, she asking, do your record label know who really shot you? But remember, her record label was on the side of saying that Tory did it. So all this happened just for her to get up on the stand and then ask for immunity and plead the fifth on every question that they asked her. She don't remember nothing. Come on, man.
Yeah. So what's the newfound information that just came to surface recently?
Ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. It's just people catching up on it. Like it ain't been nothing new. The driver, I'm gonna play the video. The actual driver already had put out his statement when it happened. Because no, actually, when the trial was going, the driver was missing, I think. They couldn't find him. He was like out of town. They thought he was running. They couldn't find him. So eventually, when they did get a hold of him, he made his statement, but I guess Tory's defense team did not want him to testify for whatever reason. Tory had horrible defense. He had a horrible defense. That much I can say, because they underestimated the power of her tears, right?
In lies.
And also, right. And the last thing I'm gonna say, she also went on Gail's show, and remember, she denied having any sexual encounters, any sexual relationship with Tory Lanez, right? That's what she told Gail in front of all the black people who was watching while she was up there crying. She said, I did not sleep with him. Gail asked her twice. She looked her in her face and said, this is how you know she was lying. She was like, did you ever, this is what Gail said, did you ever have an intimate relationship with Tory Lanez? She was like, huh? Who, Tory? You know she lying. You know who the hell we talking about.
Yeah.
What you mean, huh? Who, Tory? She was lying right at that point. When you hear a woman say, huh? Who? Like,
yeah, that's like, she's trying to get some time to think of the lie.
Yeah, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work for her.
It never works. You got your number, women. You got all you women's number, man.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. So, this was the bodyguards, what he witnessed, and he maintained this. The information everybody talking about now is nothing new. This is just what he said. So I'm gonna play that so everybody can hear what he said happened, which was not admissible or used in the court trial. So. This is what everybody making a buzz about.
I'm outside. My weapon is in the car. Tory and Meg get to arguing. Kylie's outside at the pool still. Tory and the girl in the car start arguing. Meg walk out because she find out such and such. Tory been messing with both of the women in the car. You know how that go already. Tory got in trouble. Meg hops out the car. Tory and the girl fighting over the gun. Excuse me. Tory and the girl fighting over the gun. The gun accidentally goes off in the midst of them fighting for it. And the girl shoots. And the bullet accidentally gets near Megan. That's why it didn't hit no tendon. Because it grazed her. It didn't actually hit her. She's lying like it hit her. Everybody.
And that's
and if I could, right. That's what everybody is familiar with. At least most people were familiar with that story of Megan Thee Stallion getting grazed by a bullet. Not necessarily shot, but you know, if it's good enough to run with, they're gonna run with it. You know what I mean? The bullet hit her, so it's technically she got shot. And I know that's what everybody remember about it. Tory Lanez clearly was being railroaded by two jealous women, two envious women. You know what I'm saying? Two women who don't really care about Tory Lanez, but just care about their self-esteem and the fact that, you know, they feel like this man was playing them or whatever. When at the end of the day, he wasn't playing y'all. He just was fucking with both of y'all. That's it. He deserved to go to prison for 10 years or however long. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I mean, a story like that coming from a person that was actually there and that was actually involved, that sounds more reasonable. I don't know why that wasn't used in court. I mean, that could have made a lot horrible sense. Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense.
And his thing too about these lawyers, man. Like, y'all don't know, especially public defender. I know he probably didn't have a public defender, but this is what y'all gotta understand about lawyers. Like, they all have lunch together. They all call each other. They all negotiate deals on what's gonna work for both of them. You know what I mean? Sometimes the defendant might call the prosecutor and be like, "Hey, look, man, I need this win. I need this win. Could you just do this favor for me?" And vice versa. The prosecutor might call the defendant like, "Hey, man, I need this win. I need I need this guy locked up. You know what I'm saying? I need this." And the defendant will say, "Well, all right. Well, you give me this, and I'll give you this." And that's how it works. Huh?
Now I was gonna say that's why you gotta make sure you're Jewish. Your lawyer is Jewish. They got every judge in their back pocket.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the deal, and that's what I said. Like that was a bad defense because I think what they were thinking was nobody's going to believe that he shot her without reasonable doubt. Like they thought that they was going to be able to create reasonable doubt because of the fact that nobody could tell who did what. But I don't think they saw the Kelsey getting the immunity. I don't think they saw that happening. But I just think he had a bad defense, and I think they really trusted in the system. I think I'm gonna tell you like this. It may be against the counsel, but if somebody said I did something I didn't do, I'm taking a stand. Nigga, one way or another. I don't care if I gotta stand up in the middle of that trial and be like, nigga, I didn't do it. I'm saying something. I'm not being quiet. So
do that. What was that? The driver? Does he have like any personal ties with Tory Lanez or?
Yeah, he's a driver.
He's just the driver, right?
Well, he not a random.
Well, I mean, like he don't have like a long history with Tory Lanez, a background.
Yeah, he familiar. They familiar.
I don't know much about being rich and having a personal driver and shit, but from what I've seen and heard, usually they pick a driver that they can trust. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they knew for a while. You typically in the black community, it's somebody you want to put on. Like, this is my homeboy and I'm trying to put him on. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him paid. Right. So you can just be my driver. Typically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. I dig. The point I'm getting at is that I don't think there was any biasness if he were, taking that to the courthouse. I mean, he's just a man that's in the mix of what happened.
If you think about it, the proof that is not biased is that he's telling you, yeah, Tory fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he fucked up. He was fucking with two bitches at the same time. They just found out about each other in the backseat of the car. Yeah, he fucked up. You know what I mean? And that's real. That's some shit a homeboy tells to another homeboy who he really fucked with. Like, yeah, you fucked up, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think
you did the big one, dog.
Yeah, and according to different news outlets and just what's being said, you know what I'm saying, Megan Thee Stallion has a track record of doing that. So he was kicking it with Kelsey first. Kelsey ended up getting COVID or something like that, and then they start spending time together. I don't know if y'all remember during the COVID time that Meg Thee Stallion and Tory was doing lives together. Like that was like the thing during the we was all shut in the house. You know what I mean? Like that's what they was doing. And so I don't know. At the end of the day, it was too many inconsistencies in the trial, and it just shouldn't have went that way. And I don't know. It's nothing that could be done now. Like hopefully he can get out, but I think even if he get out, he's still gonna be like sent to Canada because I think he didn't even get convicted of that. I think he got convicted of the gun charge. So they still got him put away 10 years. It don't even matter. So
yeah. So, but my question is, how do you get charged for somebody else's gun?
Well, also too, I think because he went and the discrepancy was he was fighting with Kelsey to get the gun. So when they did the lab test, he had gun residue on his hands. They never tested Kelsey for the gun residue. You see what I'm saying? It was only Tory that they tested.
Did he have some charges prior as well too?
Yeah.
Or not? He did.
No. I'm asking. That's what I want to know too.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, then it's probably you can't be around, firearm or whatever. I guess.
Right.
Like that would make sense. That would make sense if he was like on probation or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But there's only so far that law goes. Unless you, I don't. If you're a felon, right, you can't own a gun, but that doesn't stop you from being around one.
Yeah, I don't know about his prior
yeah.
charges. I have no knowledge of that. So I don't even know.
But if you have a witness, because remember, I don't know if y'all knew this too, but they had a witness that supposedly saw what happened from the balcony of his
I
home.
heard. Yeah.
So he said he saw what happened, but what happened was he said one thing, and then he got with the prosecution, and when he got with them, his story changed a bit. Because at first he was saying, you know, he didn't see what happened. He seen the girls fighting, and you know what he saw. He was like some dude, you know, some dude from out of UK or something like that, I think. He saw what was happening, and then he turned around and said, yeah, he saw Tory with the gun. He said after they fought, he did say that part. He said they fought, right? When they first was talking to him, he said he seen them fight, then he seen flashes. He comes back after they take a break. They see him coming down the elevator with the prosecution, and all of a sudden his story goes from that to, yeah, I seen them fighting, and then I seen the little one grab the gun and start shooting in the air. That's what he said. So at that point, you discharging a gun in residence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? They in California, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no gun, you know what I'm saying? So they putting all that on him. So it just kind of changed. And that's why his father kind of got onto this is a Rock Nation type thing, because he like, Jay-Z, you got something to do with this, because all of a sudden the story changed, and it just, you know, Jay-Z got in. Well, he didn't get involved, but they put his father put his name in it because he felt like Rock Nation got something to do with what's happening, because, you know, Tory got his masters and all of that. You know, it's a whole big thing. So, you know.
Yeah, the whole, I mean, shit, she is signed to Rock Nation, you know what I mean? And Rock Nation do got power and influence, so they can persuade things in their favor if they wanted to, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they did, but.
I mean, you seen what happened to the whole Colin Kaepernick shit.
Right, yeah. You know what I mean? That nigga cut deals with the NFL, and you ain't hearing nothing about that shit.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever again.
That's why Jay-Z can never be my GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. Throughout him.
Can't be my GOAT. Can't be my GOAT.
Make this nigga big on the screen. Yeah, go ahead. Say that shit.
That's why Jay-Z could never be my GOAT. What you did with Colin Kaepernick, you can't be my GOAT, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, you can't.
It was a whack movie, right? Going for it. But, you know, he made the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? So it goes out there. It's all forgiven, man. It's all...
What you did to Colin Kaepernick, let's make a list. Let's make a list and check it twice. What you did to Colin Kaepernick, what you did to Dame Dash, all these things that you did to these people, you can never be the GOAT.
Listen, man.
Sneak diss and Pac, you shouldn't have did it.
He made Thriller.
Thriller. So,
you know what I mean?
Nah, but yeah, he got involved, you know what I'm saying? He got influence, so you know, it is what it is. I don't know. We don't know, but I mean, from the stories we getting, it just looked messy, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, black man go to jail. She out doing dancing for Kamala Harris. It's just it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Hey yo.
Yeah, man, that convention was a sight to see. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and believe it or not, a lot of black people gave her some backlash on that. Like, they felt like that's, and I was surprised. I just knew they was gonna be like, you know, yeah, we gonna vote for Kamala, and they still might. I don't give a damn that they people saying they giving her backlash. That could be 5 people giving her backlash, but 5 million that believe in her. You know what I'm saying? So,
what was that sister that was on here when we made the predicament? The sister that was, I forgot her name, but she was like, "Nah, no, you're not." You know what I mean? We was like, yeah, black women gonna vote for if they bring Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah, shit.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't say her name. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But she played that card. She did exactly what I said she was gonna do. She was gonna grab all what she think, and she's so out of touch. That's how you know she out of touch, and her team is out of touch. Because why the hell would you call Meg Thee Stallion? Why would you call her? You understand what I'm saying? Like, why would you call? I don't understand. Like, it's so many other people you could have called that may have been a little bit more influential as far as voting is concerned than to bring out, you know,
Meg Thee Stallion.
It's clap a lot. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bring her out and just think like, oh shit, the Cheeks gonna make me vote. Yeah, I'm voting for her because she gonna make sure it's Cheeks in every home.
I mean, even if you bring Megan, she could have at least did a different song. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, that Body Yachty, was it appropriate in that?
It wasn't at all.
What song you think she could have did? What song you think she could have
No,
did?
She could have brought out.
Hold on.
Let me think. I don't even know what type. I know she got some.
Could have did what? Then she got a song called Snakes or something like that, where she hissing and shit.
That would have been too much. I don't know. Oh, what you think, sis? What sis gonna say?
That's what I'm telling you. She could have brought out motherfucking Glorilla. I told you what she should have did was brought out a Glorilla track.
Now Glorilla got some, some more real tracks, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Wannabe shit. That would have set it off. I ain't gonna lie. That would have been perfect.
What track?
And she did twerk. Wannabe. It's with her. Yeah, it's with her, Glorilla, and Lotto. Cardi B.
I don't even know that song. Yeah. Old man.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't know the damn. Y'all some man.
You said Wannabe? I don't know.
Yeah. Come on, everybody in the chat, if you know what I'm talking about, man, drop a 1 if you know what I'm talking about. If you know.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I fuck with Glorilla and shit, but I don't know.
I mean, she ain't in my playlist.
Cardi B my favorite female rapper, hands down. Cardi B my favorite female rapper, hands down. And
they should have brought Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Nicki Minaj would have been a good fit.
Yeah, no. On some real shit, that would have been a better idea. And Nicki Minaj is actually Indonesian or Hindi, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. God.
Yeah,
that would have
been perfect.
Yeah, she's catering to the youth. You know what I mean? And Nicki got tracks that's appropriate for shit like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been way better for her to bring out Nicki Minaj. But
he's like, who you think Lafayette? Who should have brought?
Nigga, I don't know. I don't know who she could have brought out. Like, to be honest with you, and in this climate, I don't know. I don't know if it was genius or not. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a genius we're not seeing right now. Maybe this gonna turn out at the polls, and we're gonna find out that bringing Meg Thee Stallion out is gonna get you voters. But I don't know who she could have brought out.
No, you see it right now. Everybody's saying everybody. What?
Nah.
Anyway,
she don't got no reach right now.
Everybody already saying how this was a bad move, and she basically brought out the hoes in politics. That's it. Like, that's what that's the vibe right now. Like, I haven't heard one good story about the Megan Thee Stallion incident, like with the performance. Nobody gave a good scenario, like, oh yeah, they did that shit bringing Megan Thee Stallion out, but some hoes.
Yeah, I mean, black people starting to sharpen up. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's been different ever since that Montgomery brawl. Didn't we just pass the anniversary of that?
Cico de Negro.
I'm telling you, shit been different since then. I don't know. It's been a small awakening happening around here.
We supposed to be sipping something right now, man. It's a whole celebration out here, man. They got feel the drink. Ah, man. What you sipping on?
Colorasi, courtesy of my sweetheart.
Colorasi.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So,
but with that being said, though, you understand. You know what I mean? Do you think there's like a war for black people right now between Kamala Harris and Trump?
You said there's a war
for the black vote.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna front. It is an interesting election year because it seems like both candidates are competing to see who's blacker. Like, you know what I mean? Who's like liked and shit. That shit is, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
I think Trump has a black vote though.
Somebody made a post, and they made it was like an AI. It was an AI generated picture of somebody who was supposed to be Donald Trump surrounded by black women. And it was like, yeah, see, Donald Trump brings out the black women voters and stuff like that. And I looked and I'm like, so it is a crazy world we live in that you have to fake a photo to prove a point.
I think for Kamala. Oh, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off. I was just gonna say I think Kamala got the black woman.
I said that's called I said that's called alliteration, young ones. But go ahead. My bad.
Nah, but I was saying Kamala got she for sure got the black woman. You know what I mean? She got their vote. And Trump, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Are you sure?
He definitely got the black vote, but black woman. Like prior to Kamala running, everybody was for Trump for some reason. Everybody was like, yeah, Trump. I even heard a few black people saying they're gonna vote for Trump. Now all of a sudden that Kamala coming on the scene, it's a little bit of a shift where black women are gravitating to her more and causing other people to jump on that bandwagon.
I think it's because they have an actual choice. They feel like they have an actual choice now. Like before, it was like Trump or Biden, nigga. If you gotta choose between Trump or Biden, then I'm not voting at all. That's what people was. That's the vibe that people was getting. Like, nigga, I'm just not gonna vote because you got two of the worst candidates in the world, and so now they shifted over to Kamala Harris. And it's like, oh damn, we finally got some hope for a real president, which is not a real They don't even look at it like a real president. They just look at it like a president that they can vote for without feeling like one either a sellout or an idiot.
Nah, niggas was rooting for Trump. Niggas was rooting for Trump. For sure, for sure. Yeah, black people.
It's a lot of people who were like, what do they call it? Like they didn't decide who. Like, there's a lot of people who were saying like, I'm just not gonna vote. You know what I'm saying? Before Trump got in, before Kamala Harris got in. When it was between Trump and Biden, there was a lot of people that was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not voting, or I'm gonna write in about it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, now it's kind of like, yeah, that shift changed where it's like the people that weren't gonna vote at all, and the people that just decided I'd rather vote for Trump than Biden because he's an old man. Both of them just went over to Kamala Harris.
I think when Trump got shot, that's funny to say. I think when Trump got shot or shot at, I think that's what took Biden out. I think with Kamala, I think what's gonna happen is, yeah, she gonna try to pull from the woman's side, and I think that's gonna make the race close. But I think because Trump is talking so much about money and the economy, and I think woke black people is more concerned about money than they are him being racist. You know what I'm saying? They overlooking all the stuff that happened. Because remember when he ran his first term, he did have black people. Remember them church women that was up there with him? I think one of them dead or something like that. But I don't want to put that out there. But I think I heard that. But he had them black church women up there pushing for him, and he won. You get what I'm saying? Like, so those women, they can shift it. So I don't know if Kamala, because what's battling with Kamala is the fact that a lot of people are ignoring the fact that people like us on our side say, hey, she's not black. Hey, she's not black. And then when they keep playing the clips of her talking about how many greens she cooked, and, you know, everybody keep referring to her, even Trump himself saying she went from Indian to East Indian to a black woman. Like, he even said that. So that's I don't know. I think he's still gonna win, but I think it's gonna be close just because of the it's gonna be the women vote versus the entire black vote. It's
still close. Like, I mean, it's he's still winning right now, but it's, like you said, it is very close. And one thing I would point out, back to the point that I was making earlier, is that even though she's close to Trump, she's still losing. And before she was elected as the candidate for the Democratic Party, her ratings were terrible. Like, nobody didn't really like her. Nobody really fucked with her. Like, she wasn't even doing shit. You know what I mean? And the only thing that she's done since we even heard about who she is put niggas in jail. Like, that's the only thing she's done. So the fact that when they put her up as like the next candidate for the Democratic Party, that's the only thing that made her more popular. There's nothing else you can go back to say, yeah, this is why I'm voting for Kamala Harris. The only thing that you have to vote for is the fact that she's not Joe Biden. And she's not Trump, for that matter. That's the only thing that they voting for.
And that's going to be the stinging point, because I saw her. I don't know when this was, but I think she was debating with some other lady, and the lady brought that up and said, you know, you had an opportunity to help black people and you didn't help them. So she's pushing now for a debate with Trump, and on my side, I'm like, why would you want to do that? Because that is going to take, no matter what Trump say, if he bring that up about you locking up black men and keeping them incarcerated and doing all that type of stuff, I think at that point you're gonna lose the women.
Yeah, her name Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, she brought that out.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard.
Shit. Speaking of black women and Trump, y'all want to play a little bit of the convention that recently passed? Do y'all got a video clip of it?
So many news headlines generated from this one Q&A with former President Donald Trump today, just minutes ago, at the National Association of Black Journalists, or NABJ, convention. It all began with ABC News' Rachel Scott asking the former president why black voters should trust him given his past racist comments about various lawmakers or political rivals and his past coziness with racist elements of the MAGA movement. That's what she asked about, and here is part of Mr. Trump's response.
You don't even say, hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I was invited here and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't here. You invited me under false pretense.
Mr. Trump went on to make several more references to his being, quote, rudely treated.
Going at it, boy.
In the midst of all this tension, Trump did give answers to other questions that elicited silence, alternatingly with groans. And of course, sometimes there were cheers from the audience. Some of the highlights. Mr. Trump claimed he did not know that Vice President Harris identified as black until recently, as she, quote, happened to turn black, unquote, he said. Remember, Kamala Harris has always identified as a black woman and went to a historically black college, Howard University here in Washington, D.C. The White House this afternoon calling Trump's comments about her racial identity, quote, repulsive. When Trump was asked if he would pardon the rioters who attacked the Capitol on January 6, 2021 and beat police officers, Mr. Trump said he would pardon those rioters if they're innocent. Trump also said he would consider stepping down if he's reelected if his health is declining. Said everyone running should take a cognitive test and suggested that Kamala Harris might fail hers because she failed her very first bar exam. We're going to begin our coverage today with CNN's Kristen Holmes, who
it's let me see.
That nigga Trump, wow. I mean, what do you think about the overall? What was that?
No, I was gonna say what makes this election interesting to me is Trump. Like Donald Trump, I do not look at Donald Trump as a great leader at all. Of course, duh. But what I will say about him is he makes it interesting when he beef with somebody. Like if he got a beef with you, the shit is hilarious. It's entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like entertainment. It's the reason why we love the beef between Drake and Kendrick. It was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all it is to me. That's all any black person should look at this as entertainment. You know what I mean? Like nothing's gonna change in the world. As long as the White House is still white, nothing's gonna happen for black people.
Black.
Hold on, let me see if there's any more on here real quick. I'm sorry, sis, you was about to say something?
No, I was gonna ask what y'all think. My bad.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know if I was cutting somebody off.
No, go ahead. You got it, sir.
Yeah, you can play it.
Reports of Trump's comments at the NABJ are not the only controversial things he has said about Kamala Harris in just the last day.
Former President Donald Trump attempting to reclaim the spotlight.
I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country.
Immediately attacking reporters asking questions at the National Association of Black Journalists conference in Chicago.
I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know exactly why you would do something like that.
Trump also falsely attacking Vice President Kamala Harris on her ethnicity.
She was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she went.
You ain't lying.
She became a black person.
Just to be clear, and claiming his presidency
You
was
ain't
a
lying.
success for Black Americans.
I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Damn.
Hey, you know that was a black woman. That bitch say, "Whoa."
Damn.
You don't give a fuck, bro. You don't
Yo,
care.
he didn't say I've been the best for the black people in the last 10 years. This nigga said since Abraham Lincoln.
Hard. Now listen.
That's tough.
I mean,
from a neutral standpoint, from the outside looking in, right? Like, of course, you know, I'm not, you know, choosing either Republican or Democrat. You know what I'm saying? But you can definitely hear you can see the biasness from a CNN report. Like, you know what I'm saying? They make it seem like he was just going there and just acting crazy when it was, you know, it was a tit for tat. It was a back and forth. But that statement is wild, though. It's a wild statement, man.
And he didn't lie. They say he falsely accused her,
right,
of racial, whatever they said, whatever word they used. But he was telling the truth. Her last name is Kamala. What nigga you know last name Kamala? First of all,
Right.
and then look at yeah, that's her first name. Look at her parents. Look, I mean, come on, man. It's the same thing I said about Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all see what Judge Joe Brown said?
Like this.
His interview?
Yeah. We got that. We got that.
I don't know if we got it, but I think it was going in.
Yeah, he said.
Judge Joe Brown called her like a floozy or some shit. He said
I think
something.
he was going in.
Yeah, he was. Listen, it was so many stories. It was so many different people that came out and was like talking about how she was you know, in a relationship with some dude.
Montel Williams.
Yeah. Said he was.
Yeah, she was.
She was sleeping with Big Willie, or yeah. What was it? Big Willie? Good. Anyway,
Willie Brown.
Whatever. Huh?
Willie Brown.
Yeah, sweet Willie Brown.
That was his name. That was the nickname.
This nigga's name is Sweet Willie Brown.
He was something in the position of power, and allegedly she, you know, got with him. While he was,
And he was married. They said they brought out how he was married and shit. And she was dealing with him. Sweet Willie
She married
Brown.
to a white man.
And turned around, left Sweet Willie Brown, and got with a Jewish man, a Jewish white man.
Yeah.
And then turned around and vouched for Israel to get billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Is that coercion? Y'all think that? You think her husband coerced her to back Israel like that?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Listen, she trying to be president-elect for everybody else, but at the house, he's still running the show behind her.
Mm-hmm.
She running these ideas by him, and then her running mate that she just picked was a white man as well, I believe.
God.
So Lafayette, what you saying is, no matter who you vote for, you still gonna get a white man at the end of the day.
Yeah, even if you go to the voting registration and you say I'm voting for Kamala Harris, you essentially are saying I'm voting for the next white man of the United States because her man gonna be running that. You don't think as the president? Listen, okay, you don't think that she gonna be like, "Bae, what you think about this?" You know what I'm saying? Like they just gonna be pillow talking at some point about what's going on in the world, and he gonna be like, "You know what? You should do this. You should do that." And then she gonna go back to her advisors and be like, "This is what she's gonna present it as being her, but it's gonna be him." That's the way it always is.
It's a lot, yeah. And I hate to do it, but you know what I'm saying. I hope no black woman takes it as a knock. But this is how you know that Kamala Harris. This is how you're gonna know that Kamala Harris is not a black woman. because she's going to take that advice from her man. she gonna take that shit and run the country with it. Black women, you know what I'm saying? Not all black women, of course, but black women in general, y'all ain't listening to y'all man. If a black woman was in the White House, you think she would listen to her man? Black women get a higher paycheck than her man, and she don't want nothing to do with her man. You know what I'm saying? Black
You think if
women
Michelle won that she would listen to Barack?
Hell no.
Niggas was pushing for her to be the VP. That's what they wanted. They wanted Kamala and Michelle.
That would be dumb as fuck.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
That would be so stupid.
And my concern is one of the things that I've heard as far as like a woman being president also too is the judgment of her being able to determine whether or not we should fight or not fight because of her, womanly instinct. Normally they want peace. They don't understand war for peace. They want peace. They just want everything to stop because one of her main things that she's doing now is calling for a ceasefire. And she's getting behind a ceasefire in Israel. Right? So, but I also would think like whoever her advisors are, I wonder how much control she would actually have. You know what I'm saying? How much would it be emotional? How much would it be, strategic? Because we haven't seen a woman president, so we don't know what her strategies are like, or, because obviously she's not there just making the decisions herself. She's going to have advisors, people that's been in that, seat and they know what's going on. But I wonder how much of that can she veto? You know what I'm saying? As a president, can you use veto powers? And we saying, if she wants a ceasefire, they're not just going to stop because she said she wants a ceasefire. She's going to have to get the whole UN involved. They're going to have to make them stop. But I mean, I think Israel is part of it too. So I don't know how she would even call for that. You know what I mean? Like, because they back Israel. So how's she going to call for a ceasefire? I don't know. It's confusing.
I don't know if y'all ever seen where, like, if you ever see her make her speeches at a black convention versus what she makes at the Israeli AIPAC conventions, like her demeanor, her whole vibe be different. Like she's more serious. She got a serious tone when she's speaking with AIPAC, but when she's speaking at the black convention, she's jokey about it, and because she's trying to put it on the image of entertaining black folks, and I mean it shows that they don't even take us seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she's for them more than she's for us. Definitely is.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. She get the presidency. I don't know. 7-Elevens on every corner. Anyway.
Red dot.
Let's see. Anything else?
When he signed the Voting Rights Act. His appearance at the
7-Eleven. But keep in mind she's Irish.
Yeah, right.
event sparking controversy and leading to the co-chair of the conference to step down from her role. The organization's president issuing a statement defending the decision to invite Trump, writing, quote, "We believe it is important for us to provide our members with the opportunity to hear directly from candidates and hold them accountable." Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign saying it was working with the group to arrange a session in September after the Democratic convention.
If a crazy liberal like Kamala Harris gets in, the American dream is dead.
As Trump adjusts to running against a new rival, the former president lobbing personal attacks at Harris, suggesting the vice president would struggle to deal with foreign leaders.
I think they'll walk all over her. She'll be so easy for them. She'll be like a play toy. They look at her and they say, "We can't believe we got so lucky."
The vice president challenging Trump directly during a rally Tuesday in the battleground state of Georgia.
The momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it.
What are we seeing here? What sticks out here in this this frame right here? What sticks out right here?
The only white man that's in the frame.
I mean, yeah, that too. But look at all the women.
And one black man.
It's like
One
purposely
black
done.
man,
It's like one nigga right
one
here,
white
this
man.
white man right here. The rest
Look,
is women.
One black man who he was seriously looks a lot like Tory Lanez.
Does he?
That's a nice
Nah, he don't look nothing like Tory. This nigga
Don't do Tory like that, man. Don't do Tory.
This nigga don't look nothing like Tory.
You don't like Tory Lanez?
Free Tory.
Hell nah.
Man, that's
Nah, that nigga
that's
look
Tory.
like. I don't know who he look like.
That's Tory Isles.
But I mean that is a true statement. Like, how do you think she's going to handle foreign conflict? You know what I mean? Like that's a tough thing to handle.
Right. You know, and the handle part comes from how other nations will address her. You know what I'm saying? Because the other nations, they don't put women in positions like that. So they may look at us as a laughing stock, like, hey, you know what? They got her over there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go on and bomb that mother. Let's just drop the bombs on that mother. Because what she gonna, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, but that's.
But you know what also could come out of this? As emotional as women are, she might be an actual threat. She might start bombing motherfuckers because she feel like it, because she on her cycle or some shit. She might call for a raid out of nowhere just because she feel she in a bad mood. She might initiate martial law on motherfuckers. She might lock up every black man because a black man disrespected her. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? And I'm not saying that that's what's gonna happen. I'm just saying these are possibilities. Women are very emotional. They just are. What happens when she's in office and something catastrophic happens and she's getting emotional, crying, and don't know what to do? You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to respond because her emotions are too much for her. Are we gonna have to have the first counselor in the White House? Like the first emotional translator for real? like that Key and Peele episode.
Translator.
You know what
Emotional
I mean?
translator. Maybe.
What's gonna happen? She's like, oh, I just can't right now. Oh, this is so sad. I can't talk to anybody. I want to just be left alone for an hour and a half in my room. Like, how's America gonna deal with that?
Yo, I don't know. Y'all know who Carmen Harlan is? You ever heard of her?
No.
Carmen Harlan, back in Detroit, was a newscaster. And when I first heard of Kamala Harris, looking at her, I thought that was Carmen Harlan. I'm gonna show you what she looked like. This lady right here. Does she bear any resemblance to Kamala Harris?
Kamala? Yeah, she does. Wait, can you zoom in a bit?
Bruh.
I don't know. My end is a little small.
Oh, my bad. Let me see. Let me try to blow it up.
So y'all, so when I said the nigga looked like Tory Lanez, y'all wasn't seeing that, but y'all see Kamala Harris in this?
That nigga didn't look like Tory Lanez, man.
Y'all niggas tripping, man. She don't like Kamala Harris. Hell no.
That's when she was older. When she was young, she looked like, I gotta find a better picture, but listen, that's Kamala Harris. I don't care what y'all say. That's her. That's her.
Anyway,
it's
from the barracks.
It's from Detroit.
Yeah, it's from Detroit. So
if I could, Shia Ra said, "Old white man going." Oh, what she said? Old white man.
She said, "Old white man going to be advising her anyway."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Masha Mar, my bad. Masha Mar says she holds the record for locking up the most black people ever in history.
Is that a fact? Can we get that? Can we get the stats on that? It was a lot of black men. It was a lot.
Record. That's a high amount. But I know she for sure locked some niggas up though. Sure, for sure.
Says Kamala holds the record for locking up the most black people in history when she was the California senator. Yeah.
I think I heard that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I listen. I ain't denying it. All I'm saying is, I need to prove it. I need that. I need them receipts. It needs them receipts. In other news, man, listen. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tune in every week Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? I just thought I'd put that out there. So I'm saying, let's get these likes up. You know what I mean? It's enough people in the who watching that we should have more likes. So let's get them likes up. If you're watching right now, hit that like button.
Like button and share. What's the next topic?
Listen, let's get into the Olympic boxing, man.
Maybe it's been disproven. I don't know. I still don't believe it. But as far as this boxer is concerned, I don't know. But
let's get a picture of the boxer in question.
Has an opinion about the Olympic controversy involving Italian boxer Angelina Carini, who quit in the boxing ring while fighting Algeria's Iman Khalif. After just 46 seconds, she gave up, broke down, and said she couldn't take the pain from those punches. It's rare and doesn't usually happen in a significant sporting event like the Olympics.
So funny to me.
Is Algeria's boxer Iman Khalif a man, a woman, or a transgender individual?
Look
Is
at that.
it
Was
fair
it
to target her? What are the facts? What are the rules? Let's try to understand the entire controversy better on the whole story. Many, including big names like Elon Musk, J.K. Rowling, and other world leaders, are questioning whether it was fair at all. Now, Iman Khalif's participation in the
listen, I ain't really too familiar with Algerian women. Hold up, I'm trying to get a good picture of her. I ain't really too familiar with Algerian women, but that looked like I've seen that nigga before. That face right there, I've seen that nigga. I know that nigga. Dog. I know him.
Hey, remember what you were saying about anatomy, right? Let's go back to our anatomy classes. Nigga, first of all, look at that damn throat. Paul, you know what I mean? But look at that goddamn throat. You know what I mean? Look at them damn shoulders.
Yeah, she just got strong masculine features, bro. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
They saying that's a woman. Am I right? They saying that's a woman?
Yeah. They actually Colin Kaepernick. That's funny.
That dude like Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick.
Bruh. But that cross that she gave her, that right hand over that cross, that overhead cross he gave her, too much. She was done.
In the Paris Olympics was under the spotlight because she, along with Lin Yuting, another boxer from Taiwan, were previously...
man, look at this nigga's posture.
Yeah, the posture it don't sit right with me, man. It just don't sit right with me. Even
look at
her
the
posture.
chest.
Yeah.
Look at the knees, nigga.
What I would say is
anatomy don't lie. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm with you up here.
What I would say, reports. I mean, the Pops came out and brought forth her, registry or whatever, and where it shows that she's now. In fact, listen, here we are, right? So the Pops brought out showing that she's a female. Yeah, I mean, also in Algeria, it's illegal for a man to transition himself. You dig what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. So why would they have her representing a country or have him representing a country if it's illegal in their country to do something like that? You dig?
What her
so
baby
Pops had to go in. You said what?
Baby?
Yo.
She got a baby? She got kids?
Nah, she ain't got no use, but the pops had to show proof, though. You know what I mean? The dad had to go in.
But yo,
I would order her to get pregnant.
I seen that. He showed proof, but the proof looked like this. This is what it looked like. What? You can't even see what that say. She a girl. That's what the proof. He brought out a piece of paper that was like, she's a girl. I'm like, bro, what the hell is that? I don't care.
Nah, the thing is I think it was her match prior. Like she has some like birth defect or something like that, but the match prior she had high.
Yeah, it was a birth defect. It's called a penis. She was born with one.
Nah, hear me out. She had a higher level of testosterone than what
men generally do.
Right. What an average woman would have in her testing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing about it. It's the disability that she has a higher level of testosterone and all that. So she looks more manly, but she's a female.
So she a super. So she's
hold up, man. Look at this shit. Look at these.
You said what?
Y'all see this? Look at them. Them be fire. Look at them hoes. Hey, listen. You want if you want some fire ass nails, these are press on. Makasha Baya, rib of what you said?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Makasha Baya, rib of Officer of 5,000, Tazadaki. She does press on nails. She does nails like I do too as well, but she has a press on line. So if any sisters want some press on nails, get at her.
It's hard. So. Yeah, man. Big up to Makasha Baya. What's her business name?
Rich Cheap Chick Nails.
Rich Cheap Chick Nails. You know what I'm saying? Big up to them. You know what I mean? If I could we plug some more motherfucking businesses? Yeah, let's do some plugs real quick. First off, shout out motherfucking Lost Tribe Vibes. You understand? Israel has its very own music streaming service, Tribe Vibes. You understand? Go and download it today. Sign up. I believe the prices are $10 a month, something like that. Where you can stream all of Israel's music and then some. So you definitely want to go and get that app, sign up, get your membership. Tribe Vibes, TRIBE space VIBEZ. You understand? Tribe Vibes. It's owned and operated by our very own Captain Kataza, captain of 10,000 Kataza. Who else? UPKFL wear for sure. Definitely go and cop you some fly gear. You know what I mean? Our motto is stay true, stay fly. UPKFL wear. Go to upkflwear.com. Get all your Israelite apparel. Get all your ISUPK merch. You understand? And then some. If you go and make a purchase, matter of fact, right now, if you refer a friend, Jesus Christ. If you refer a friend, once that friend makes a purchase at UPKFL wear, you and that friend gets $10. All right, and you can do that as many times as you want. So as many friends as you have, if you reach out to all of them and get them to purchase something, you know what I mean, their purchase will contribute to you $10. You know what I mean, and they'll receive $10 as well. You can also start to earn credits to where you can get coupons as you buy stuff. So every $1 that you spend translates to 1 point or 1 coin. You understand, that you can use towards buying other merchandise. So you might, save up enough points to where you can get $5 off of your next purchase, or 20% off of your next purchase. You know what I mean? So go to upkflwear.com today and take part of that deal. Also, who else we got? 12 Roots Herbal Wellness and Body. You know what I mean? Packed full of herbal teas and remedies, as well as body oils and hair oils. You understand? The what's it called? Rosemary growth oil is definitely a must have. If you're struggling with growing, getting them inches like you need, I mean, look at my hair. I use it, and I just cut my hair not too long ago, and you know what I'm saying. I got them inches back, baby. You understand? So use that rosemary growth oil. It works, as well as the rejuvenating rose oil. I got that right here. I mean, you can barely see it because of the light, but let's see if I can. I got the light. You know what I mean? So go get that as well. 12 Roots Herbal Wellness and Body. You can find them on Facebook and at 12 Roots Herbal Wellness and Body.com. Oh, 12 Roots Herbal Wellness.com. Who else we got? Anything else?
If any sisters are in the South Haven, Olive Branch, Mississippi area, if you're ever like traveling for any cookouts or whatever, go visit Rich Cheap Chick Nail Salon. Also, that is Makai Shabai. She's the rib of Officer of 5000, Taz Dakia. She owns the only and first black nail salon in Mississippi. So that's a real big thing. So support her.
That's real. All right, so let's get back into it. I mean,
shit. Tiara Dawkins said too many Y chromosomes.
shit. Let's get it. What's up?
Yeah, acting like y'all never seen a female
Wasn't we
with.
playing too?
Yeah, he paused it real quick. But y'all acting like y'all never
You know,
seen
we
a
talking about the
female
Olympic
with.
boxing, right?
You said what?
Yeah, that's a dub. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. That it look a dude to me, but they say it's a woman, and who am I to judge her? Them.
Yeah, man. Some women have strong, strong features, bro. You know what I mean? It happens.
Say again. My bad, I couldn't hear you.
Nah, we can move to the next story if you don't want. Tiara Dawkins said, "I'm joking. I have seen women with strong features though. Kind of like it happens. You know what I mean? What's that sister name? That black boxer. What's her name? Carissa Shields. Like certain angles, like she be having some strong features. You know what I'm saying? But that's 100% a woman. You know what I mean? But some have stronger features.
Yeah. That one sister. I don't even know if she's a sister. Leslie something. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
That's what.
Huh?
What's your play?
She was in Master P's I got the hookup. Lisa Leslie. Is that Lisa Leslie? Is that her name?
Leslie?
Nah. Basketball.
Who you talking about?
No, her name is Leslie something.
Oh.
Damn, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, man, put it in the chat. This dark skinned bitch. If y'all seen the Master P movie, I got the hookup.
Oh.
She was the one in the restaurant with Michael Blackson, and Michael Blackson was like, "Bitch, you look like me."
Oh yeah, I can't think of it.
Yo.
Right.
I got the hookup. Let me see.
It's like right there.
It's Leslie something, man. I got the hookup movie.
No, that's I don't think it's Leslie.
Tiara Dawkins said they used to clown Venus and Serena for their features, but they're beautiful to me. I think colorism played a big part in that, though. I can dig it. Yeah, they definitely used to clown Serena and Venus. You know what I mean? So
but you know what it really translates to? They just want you to look more like white women. Like, if you don't look like a white woman, you ugly. And that's really just the facts.
Yeah. So we waiting on. What's the next topic?
Leslie Jones. Her name is Leslie Jones. She got some strong ass features.
I think she
Matter
is
of fact,
singer.
she was in Here, let me pull it up. Nah, she was in Coming to America too.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Leslie Jones. Y'all know who Leslie is, man. You probably seen her, but you don't remember her because she don't like
familiar. I don't know. The name sounds real familiar.
You don't remember her because she don't look like a white woman. See, you remember niggas like Beyonce because she trying to look like a white woman. You see that? Racist. Y'all niggas racist, boy.
Nah, pull up the pic. Let me see.
I'm about to pull it out right now. Oof.
Baby, don't do that.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. My bad. My bad. That nigga, the African, some damn African, gonna talk about, bitch, you look like me. Yeah, it is right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember her. She used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's on Saturday Night Live too.
Yeah, I remember her.
But she still, even in that picture, like she still looks feminine. Like
Yeah. Nah, but it's some pictures, boy. Let me show you some shit. God damn, cause it was some bad pictures. She like some of her pictures don't be coming out right.
Some people say Tiana.
Oh, she gay? Of course she. She does. Like that one. I mean, she's still pretty, you know. Well, all right, maybe not pretty. She's still beautiful as a black woman. You know what I mean? Like, look at her right here. She's still a beautiful black woman, but she's got some masculine ass features. I mean, masculine.
Would you consider masculine or what's that word? Just defined features.
Yeah, I think it's that's
nah. So like, my bad.
No, I was gonna say like it's strongly defined. It's some strong features. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like it's
jawline.
It's defined. Like
it's not defined.
Like
that shit that's masculine. That's what I'm talking about. Masculine. Defined means like you said, cheekbones. Mm-hmm. Cheekbones. That's very defined, right?
Mm-hmm. Jawline.
No, the nose is very defined, right? Eyebrows. Not her necessarily, but some people have some very defined eyebrows and chins. But her jaw is structured like a man's jaw. It's not defined. There's a difference between defined and masculine.
But is every man's jaw like
Nope.
that?
Nope. And some men have feminine structure. Yeah. So no, not every man is looks like that. But yeah, I mean, she's got some masculine features, and a lot of women do. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to be necessarily ashamed of. You know what I mean? There's somebody for everybody, and everybody got somebody out there. I'm just saying, it's a little masculine for me. You know what I'm saying?
I guess everybody's somebody's everything.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Didn't you just say what I was trying to say, but better, but smarter?
What was that from again? I forgot what was that from. Boondocks. God.
Did you just say what I was trying to say, but smarter? I like this little nigga.
So what we chat about?
All right, we moving on. You know what I mean? What torch at, man? You know what I mean? You supposed to be holding the torch. What happened? Wham no. All right, man. So we talked about Tory, talked about the boxing, talked about Trump, and we didn't talk about the prison inmates. It was an article I sent to the group chat about the prison inmates, right? In Mississippi. How much time we got left? Oh, we got a little time. We're not gonna dwell on it too long. I'm about to send it to myself. Link. Let's see. So this is just this goes to attest to how terrible the conditions, the living conditions in prisons are. You understand? And it was asked to me, well, what is good living conditions when you're a prisoner, right? Well, it's not this, because of course these are people who aren't sentenced to be unalived or deleted. This ain't, you know what I mean? It's people in there who are expecting to see the light of day again one day, or life outside those walls one day. You know what I mean? But the conditions that they're living in could kill them, which is the way I wanted to say it, because I'm tired of saying unalive, but could delete them. How about that? Is this the article? What the hell? What's going on? All right, well, the title says inmates battle heat, mold, and mice inside Mississippi's largest prison. Mm-hmm. Now, my question is this the largest prison in Mississippi, and why in the hell don't they have better conditions? All right? I mean, if it's the largest prison, that means what? That they've got money. All those prisons in there, people. I hope people don't think that prison is free. When you go to prison, you're not just there free. You know what I mean? You're there and you gotta pay court fees. You gotta pay like that for your food, for your clothing, for your everything. You paying for it, which is what commissary is. You know what I mean? You gotta pay to use the phone, so you got a phone bill. You know what I mean? You're not just there living your best life for free or your worst life for free. You're there actually paying to live. But to have to live in these conditions is ridiculous, even for a prisoner. Go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah. I don't think that, well, what you say is correct, like your breakdown, but also the prisons get they get money from the state for each inmate that's in there. Right. So pretty much each inmate that's in prison is money. Right. And having family members that have been to prison in Mississippi, I will say that a lot of the prisons, they treat the inmates as if they deserve, like, of course, like no matter what the situations are, like they deserve to be there. And they try to be like, well, oh, these conditions, well, they're here, so they need to go through this. That's also a reason. They take their own personal feelings towards inmates or what they might have done or what they think they allegedly done or whatever. And that plays some part of why they just don't press the issue about the living conditions inside the prisons. Mm-hmm. It's like somewhat of kind of out of sight, out of mind, and a lot of those inmates are forced to like adjust. And if they are vocal about the conditions or make threats to expose, then the guards and the people over them make their life even harder in jail. So they're just forced to endure that.
Yeah. And listen, man, like this ain't just Mississippi. I mean, this ain't just Mississippi. This ain't just wherever you are. This is everywhere. You know how many times they've had these problems? Mold, mice. What else it said? Heat, extreme heat. I mean, especially in the summer. These things happen all around the globe, but they don't tell you about it unless they want to know about it. Unless it's time for you to know about it. Keep stuff hidden from you. Keep the truth undercover, so that you don't rise up and say, well, damn, this is unfair treatment. And again, these are people who are serving their time in prison to be rehabilitated. People who are expecting to see freedom one day. Not people who are all on the death penalty. I mean, so they don't deserve to. If you look at this picture, this is what, 6 people in one cell, and the cell is like an 8x10. Like, that's ridiculous. This cell is 8x10. It has one bed, which is not even really a bed. It's a slab of rock.
Mm-hmm.
And they got 6 people sleeping in this one cell. Like, that's inhumane.
Slightly.
Go ahead.
I would say that they also is similar to how they did in on the slave ships.
Yeah.
How they kept us all together. Definitely history like repeats itself on how they try to treat and the conditions that they still expect and project onto our people, even in today's society.
Damn, that's heavy. So you wanted to say something? I know you kind of.
Nah. I was just soaking everything y'all was saying. Y'all right on. Like, this is something that we shouldn't be seeing, you know, especially in the most richest country in the world. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I just want to add, you know, this also adds to all y'all niggas who think y'all want to be gangsters. This is the part that they leave out in the rap songs. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. And also too, and that's a heavy ass point you just made too, where you said this is the richest country in the world. You know what I mean? Which, in honesty, this country is in debt like a motherfucker, but they are the most powerful and technically the richest, because they can really just pull money out the sky. But with all that wealth and all that power, other countries like France, you know what I'm saying, they'll never do, like, if you ever been to a college, have you ever seen a dorm room in college? I mean, it's not like having your own apartment, but it's better than a prison cell. And that's what this is a cell in a French prison. Look like a regular, it's like basically like a college dorm room. You know what I mean? And it speaks to the living conditions in other countries who aren't as powerful as America, who aren't as rich as America. In other countries, they actually have a system, right? They actually have a prison system and not just a damn slave yard. That's what it really boils down to. That these prisons are really just slave yards meant to hold the slaves. I mean, confine them into small living places that they can't survive in. Like, these folks over here, they got posters on the wall, and you know what I mean, everybody got a bed. Look like they got clothing of their own choice. You know what I mean? Why? Because they're actually trying to rehabilitate these people. They're actually trying to put these people in a situation where they have to be confined to certain rules. You gotta be confined to certain living conditions. You know what I mean? In hopes that one day they'll know how to live in the free world. You know what I mean? Like, they actually have the intention of actually being let free. But in America, because they hate Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they treat us like garbage, like worse than animals. You know what I mean? At least they'll give a dog. They tell you can't even put your dog in a small cage. Like if your cage is too small for your dog, they will call animal control on you. They'll call the health what they call, they'll call PETA on you.
Mm-hmm.
Because your dog is in a small kennel and that dog needs some space to walk around in. Can't have your dog in no small kennel. I mean, they'll call PETA on you. But meanwhile, you can put 6 men in a 8x10 cell with one slab of rock and call it a bed. That's retarded.
Yeah, man. I mean, the school to prison pipeline do exist. Like it's this whole system. It's a lucrative business that these rich folks participate in. You know what I mean? To make money or ends meet on whatever they need to make. And it's all at the expense of Black lives. You know what I mean? Because we the ones that fill up the prisons. You know what I mean? So they make sure in order to make money, they're going to keep you in there as a slave. You know what I mean? This is how they make money. And some prison houses will have the inmates doing labor for like what? 87 cents, 7 cents, 5 cents?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Day.
Right.
Not an hour, but a day.
God. They're doing all type of labor. And, you know, America profits off of that. Not the prisoners. The prisoners don't profit off of that labor. America profits off of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that they do, knowing that Black people fill up the prison houses. They're not concerned about your condition. They're not concerned how you live in there, nothing. All they care about is $1. That's all they care about. You know what I mean? And that goes to the point that your rib made. Like, it's no different from, this is from the slave ship to the prison house pipeline. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole system game plan from the jump, was to keep the Black man a slave. Now, these other foreign countries that have these prisons, of course, they're not going to be in the same condition as America. You know what I mean? Because their majority population is of their own. You know what I mean? People that's in those prisons look like them. And they know how to take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? They know how to take care of each other. You know what I mean? But when it comes to us in America, you know, we fill up these prison houses and they can care less of how we live in there. They just see the next dollar. That's it.
And if I could, and the truth about crime and poverty and how they go hand in hand, more poverty breeds worse crime. You know what I mean? So this is how you know that the prison system is not, in America, the prison system is not meant to rehabilitate criminals, because if they were, they wouldn't keep them in poverty, in prison. You know what I mean? Like the working for 10 cents a day, like that breeds more crime. Now you're going to see prisoners robbing each other for their commissary. Now you're going to see prisoners, you know, committing acts of violence for, you know, if one person got more commissary than the next person, or if somebody steals from them. Of course, you're gonna see somebody getting violated because they stole from them. It's not a fix. It's really perpetuating the same type of behavior as you had outside the prison. This is why people are scared to go to prison, which you should be afraid to go to prison, because it's not somewhere you want to be. But it's like, it's not, they're not making prison a place where you go to be reformed or to turn around and change your life. It's not, prison is not a place where you go to say, all right, I was a criminal, I'm not going to be a prisoner anymore, criminal anymore. It's actually made so that you come back, and people will tell you all the time when they leave prison, the CEOs and the warden, they always tell them, all right, I'll see you again. I'll see you back, you know what I mean? Like, they expect you to come back to prison. I mean, I got plenty of uncles who said that they had that told to them. All right, so when I'm gonna see you again? You know what I mean? And a lot of times, like I got an uncle I asked him. I said when he got out of prison the last time before the last time, I was like, no. My aunt was like, so how long you gonna stay out? And he was like, I don't know. And it's like, how's that an answer? Unless you're programmed to go to prison.
Right.
Like you've been brainwashed to go to prison. To say that, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna try to stay out longer this time. What do you mean stay out longer this time? You should not be planning on going back. You should be, in your mind, you should say, I'm not going back. I don't plan to go back. If I do go back, it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I done fucked up. I made a mistake. But to get out of prison and then say, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna try to stay out longer this time, is brainwashing. You know what I mean?
They become institutionalized, man. And
Yeah.
for them young youths who's thinking that they can, live in that crash out culture and rap about the bodies that they got and snitching on themselves on social media, man, that's all gonna lead you. Like Aitazar said, it's not gonna really rehabilitate you while you in the prison. You know what I mean? While you have the opportunity, while you free, change yourself now. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually it's gonna catch up. It's gonna catch up to you. There's nothing that you can do that your oppressor will not catch you for. You know what I mean? Especially in today's age. Like you think you're gonna be out there living like John Gotti and Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they know who's out there. They know who to plug. They know all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's best to live a righteous lifestyle. You know what I mean? Leave all that criminality to our oppressor. You know what I mean? He is the criminal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That stuff is not it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's gangster is taking care of your nation. That's gangster. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of your family. That's gangster. You know what I mean? That shit ain't worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You about to say something?
No, I was just about to say, like, I work with youth, teenage boys who have been tried for juvenile cases, and I try to explain to them that, at least you came up into this program with juvenile charges. They won't follow you, until your adulthood. But I tell them while they're in this program to try to change your mindset, because the system is designed, once you get tried as an adult, that follows you forever. You're not going to be able to get a regular job. You're going whatever got you in jail, it's going to keep you in jail. You're going to keep on coming back. You're going to rotate. And I try to explain to them that the system was not made for them to get better once they catch those adult charges. Like their life is gonna be a lot harder. So I try to instill in them, along with the other counselors, just to be mindful of like what will follow them. And of course, I mainly work with Israelite children. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and them juvenile centers them Jones be crazy to see. Like it's definitely something to see, because even out here, the demographic is majority our people at a young age in the juvenile centers. Little kids, you barely see little Timmy in there. You don't see Hillary in there. You just see a bunch of so-called black kids in them juvenile centers. You know what I'm saying? And they're slowly but surely molding them to get familiar with that place. So when they do become an adult, they'll go right into prison. You know what I'm saying? They're already used to it. They have no hope. This is their, end all be all. I'm just going to be a prisoner for the rest of my life. And that's not the case. I mean, like, there is something greater than achieving whatever status your oppressor wants you to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Great.
Yep.
Mississippi.
I guess we'll move on from that. Unless you want to say something. You said something?
Got some comments. Shayra says sometimes the white teachers as young as kindergarten. Right.
You gotta elaborate a little bit, sis. But what I think you're trying to say, and I could be wrong, but sometimes the white teachers as young as kindergarten, like those kindergarten teachers, those white kindergarten teachers definitely want to see those black kids fail. You know what I mean? I might be totally off from what you're saying, but I will say it definitely has to be said that those white teachers do not want to see your black kids succeed. They don't. Not the majority of them. You might have these one-offs, you know what I mean, the black sheep of the family, you know what I mean, who actually want to see black kids flourish. But the majority of those white teachers, they ridicule those kids. They make them feel less than they peers. You know what I mean, they grade them more strictly. Like if that black kid misses a quotation mark or a goddamn if he put a period where an exclamation mark should have been, you know, that teacher's going to grade them on that and give them a worse grade than their peers. And it's not something I'm making up. This is happening. I mean, these kids think they're going to school to get a equal education when they're really being marginalized and targeted. I mean, because that, like I said, the school to prison pipeline is real. They want your kid to fail and go straight to prison. They don't want your kid to go and get a master's degree and start a career. You know what I mean? And start black businesses. They don't want that. They want your kid to go to prison, get a record, and never be able to get a real job ever. You want to say something?
It's just one more thing for me. I ain't gonna say too much because like my job, but I will say just know that there are white kids like juveniles that do like real heinous crimes. Like I'm talking about like the worst crimes ever. Like can I say that about?
You can say a PDF file.
PDF file. They commit those type of crimes, but yet they're juvenile. And just know that when they turn 18, their record is clear. They do not have to register as that at all. But you have black children or teenagers who may have did nonviolent crimes, who can no longer get a job, who are marked for the rest of their lives with adult charges. So that really does happen even in our juvenile system. So just know that black and Hispanic children are definitely set up to fail, and these white kids are able to live wholesome lives even though they have done the most craziest things, far worse than these other kids have done. That's the juvenile system.
And what you think these white teachers and parents are telling their children at the dinner table? You know, what you think they talking about at the dinner table? You know what I mean? They talking about us. You know what I mean? Like they feed into the stigma. No matter how liberal your oppressor may seem, he always carried that biasness around with him that he has towards black people. You know what I mean? Like there's always in America a level of stigma that people perceive black people as. You know what I mean? Like we're always known as the most violent criminal, you know what I mean? And of course that's not true, but that's what the narrative that they push, you know what I'm saying, that they perpetuate on us. You know what I mean? And a lot of times that feeds into the minds of the young kids, and they think that's all they're good for. You know what I'm saying? Is being a criminal. Like, yeah, let me go ahead and do what is expected of me to do. You know what I'm saying? While these oppressors just sit back and be like, you see that kid? They'll never be like him when you grow up to me. We're going to clean your record. We're going to get you right. We're going to put you right off to college. You know what I'm saying? While our kids get left behind. You know what I'm saying? It's very unfortunate. You know what I mean? To think that there's equality in America, you have to be sadly mistaken.
And it's the reason why Joe Biden and what's that white bitch name? Hillary Clinton called black kids super predators. That's the reason. They have to paint this narrative that black kids are just these natural born criminals. When no, that's the way that you made them. You indoctrinate. If you go back 60 years, black kids were not criminals. Black kids were not, unaliving each other like our brother Julio was. You know what I mean? We wasn't beefing with each other. We wasn't gang banging. We wasn't beefing over blocks. That's not how we moved. If anything, we banned against white people. We became gangs against white people, or the biggest white gang known to man, which is the KKK. You know what I mean? Which later turned into the police department and expanded to the whole judicial system, and then some. You know what I mean? Black people were never there. There was very minimum black on black crime 60 years ago, before the civil rights movement. Imagine that. Big up to the Cinco de Negro. You understand? The anniversary of the Montgomery Brawl that took place. You know what I mean? Which unified black people more than the goddamn civil rights movement ever did. You know what I mean? Before the civil rights movement, we had more unity. We were more unified as a people. Our marriages lasted longer. The black dollars lasted longer. The black family stayed together. The black kids weren't in the streets. Black kids weren't committing crimes. So what happened? The welfare checks and civil rights.
Black on black crime myth.
That's where it took off. Where it started to take off. Now we hate each other. Now we not equal no more. We're not brothers no more. You know what I mean? Like, you can see, I was watching the movie The Temptations the other day. I was watching the Temptations movie. And even in that movie, you could see the type of unity black people had. Even though them niggas was all beefing with each other, they still had unity with each other. Like, they didn't even want to sign, they didn't even want to do like a certain deal with a white company because they thought they would be considered sellouts. You know what I mean? They didn't want to represent they didn't want to do certain shows because that would mean that they were sellouts to their people. So even back then, even when it came down to making money, when they could have made millions of dollars, they didn't want to do it. They ended up doing it. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. They ended up doing the shit anyway, but it was on their mind like, damn, like this could be, some sellout shit. And that just shows you, like, even back then, what was that, the 60s? Mm-hmm. That was in the early 60s, all the way up until really the 90s. And they didn't even want to do it then. It was that that Martin Luther King made us some suckers. The feminist movement made our women suckers. You know what I mean? And our kids suffer from it. Our kids are the ones that have to live in a world now where there is that we were segregated from white people and then got integrated with white people and became segregated from black people. That's what integration caused. That's where we came. That's how people say, oh, we came a long way since segregation. This is how far we came, to where we integrated with white people and segregated from black people. We're no longer the same. We're not one and the same anymore. Now we're separate and we want to be with white people. If you come against white people, if you say something bad about white people, if you call white people the devil, the Bible speaks of, and you are my enemy. You know what I mean? You hate white people, and now I have to hate you. That's where we came.
Doing blunt said job.
That's right.
Shit, look, we right on the time.
I guess we was gonna talk about pro-abortion. I mean, pro-life, pro-choice.
Pro-life, pro-choice. What you want to say?
But we ain't got to do the whole conversation. We got like 15 minutes. I mean, we got 15 minutes. Y'all niggas want to go. It's all right.
Remember the 2-hour limit?
Yeah, we ain't gonna do it. All right, so look, man, y'all stay tuned in. I mean, topics like this happen all the time. Let us know, if there's something that you want us to talk about. Because every week we just go, it's so much that just happens throughout the week. You know what I mean? And then stuff that we miss. Let us know if it's something that you want to hear about. You know what I mean? Just inbox us at War as Usual on Facebook. That means you go to Facebook right now. Stop what you're doing. Put down the oxtails. You know what I mean? Stop eating your oxtails and go to Facebook and go to War as Usual and inbox us your stories. You know what I'm saying? The type of stuff that you want to hear us talk about. You know
Damn, them oxtails is real specific, my nigga. Got.
I know y'all out there eating oxtails. Somebody out there. Tuesday. Yeah, somebody eating oxtails. Man, yeah, that's why I got somebody just like the video. That's how I know they're eating oxtails. But yeah, that it is what it is. Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. on the Dizot. You will find us here. Myself. My bad, hold up. Alvis and Prince. Human Torch, like I got. You know what I mean? Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep us tuned in. Until next week. Anything you want to bring up? Anybody? You got Makasha Baya, you know what I'm saying? Rich Keep Sales. You got UPKFL wear. You got, Lost Tribe, Tribe Vibes. Car Gas Collections as well. Shop Israel. All right.
Shit, we